including the one that I wasn't intending to talk about, which is the Mourdock rape comment, because this is a good way to screw the Republicans and make it sound as though Republicans are in favor of such a horrible act. I will talk about that later. But before I do, I want to go on record where I've been for many years. To me, rape is the most violent act that can be committed. And any man who commits rape, who has been tried and convicted beyond a reasonable doubt, if I were the judge, I would have them castrated. That's my opinion on rape. Just to start with that, so you don't think I'm wobbly on it. I'm not. I can't imagine being a woman. I can't imagine what it must be like to be a woman being raped, any more than I can imagine what it must be like to be a man in a jail cell being raped. It's perhaps the most violent act that you can commit against another person, which is why the animals do it to the other people, meaning they do it because they know they're violating your very soul. So I'm very clear on that. But having said that, the story itself is a little different. When Indiana Senate candidate Rob Mourdock became the Republican, when he said during a debate that even when life begins in that horrible situation of rape, that is something that God intended to happen. Crazy statement. Crazy statement. I don't think he meant it that way, but he really stepped in it, by the way. Because if you say God intended it to happen, then it makes God an evil God. See, I mean, how do you look at that any other way? I mean, God wanted the woman raped to create another child? That's insanity. Crazy. So, I mean, I can talk about this again a little later in great detail, not to shock you, but to discuss it with you. It's a disaster, and Romney should stay away from it, a mile away. He shouldn't draw close to Mourdock and show that he's in solidarity, even though Mourdock deserves to win against his opponent, and he was misinterpreted. This could destroy Romney. He should stay away from him, in my opinion. And so, therefore, we can talk about that. And I have a lot of things to tell you that you may not know about how this situation of forcible rape was handled in other times in history and by other cultures. You'll be shocked to find out when I return.
Savage.
Call the Savage Nation now at 1-855-400-SAVAGE. 1-855-400-7282.
Savage.